talk about going free, we are talking technically about addressing meme pathogens, MPs. These is the word we have given to anti-white precepts that we have been infected with over the totality of our lives. The earliest ones that you were infected with, in other words, at your youngest years, those MPs are so much a part of your own character, of your own identity, that you will never get rid of them. You will never get rid of your ability to ride a bicycle or drive a car. You will never get rid of these anti-white precepts. To every anti-white precept, there is an attendant emotions and thoughts. So what you're supposed to think about those who hold the precept and feel about those who hold the precept, and what you are supposed to think and feel about those who oppose the precept. This then, if you oppose what's happening, if you oppose anti-white ideology, irrevocably undermines your ability to articulate that opposition. Because every time you think, I object to this anti-white precept or that anti-white precept, your subconscious mind, just as surely as your subconscious mind takes over when you ride that bicycle or drive that car, your subconscious mind provides you with everything you're supposed to think about a person who opposes and everything you're supposed to feel about a person who opposes anti-white ideology and that particular precept. That'll be things like, those people are evil, those people are ugly, those people are stupid, those people are brilliant and maniacal and determined to harm non-white people, those people are, and it goes on. What you're supposed to feel for those people immediately is brought up by your subconscious mind. Disgust. You feel that they're odious. You have nothing but ill will toward them. The exact opposite is happening for the person that you are having the conversation with, who is supporting the anti-white narrative, the anti-white precept in question, the anti-white position. You are feeling about that person while you are trying to come up with an argument to oppose them. You are thinking that these are attractive people, good people, liked by the community, that they are moral, that they are wholesome. Your feelings for them are positive, even though consciously you might feel a revulsion for them. What's far more powerful is that subconscious mind, who does the majority of your thinking in life, telling you about how they are the good one in the conversation. This irrevocably undermines, if you stay within the anti-white narrative, undermines your ability to articulate a defense for our positions, to take the argument to them. We go free of those meme pathogens. That's one of the meanings of going free. Those meme pathogens are everywhere around you. There is nothing in going free that is spooky dark matter-ish. Okay? There's nothing in going free that you read and it has anything to do with past lives or something you can't see, something that is intangible, something that you have to go into a trance for and have somebody take you back through time, right? There aren't any invisible things stuck to your being that you have to fantasize about, trying to rid yourself of these things. No, these things you can look into your world. We can show you things and within an hour tell you a single thing, and within an hour you'll see that thing repeatedly in the world around you. These are everywhere because these are the lessons of anti-whiteism, the anti-white narrative around you. You need to go free of these things. Everything I just explained to you is easily understood. The subconscious mind's ability to absorb all things and then do your thinking for you. When you, and it can be anything. You don't have recourse to your conscious mind every time something comes under consideration. You just spit something out of your mouth. Where does that come from? You haven't weighed it anew. You haven't weighed the question anew. It's coming from your subconscious mind, where it was learned and where you do the majority of your living. Why? Because it takes a lot less effort to live from the subconscious mind than it does from the conscious mind, than it does to consciously think about these things. On another level, you're going free of the anti-white narrative in toto. That is very difficult. I was talking about that earlier, where some people will talk about it feeling like an actual sensation of, oh my God, this epiphanic reality, like I am now for the first time, even though I've been going free for however long, for the first time I'm seeing the world outside of the anti-white narrative rather than inside of the anti-white narrative. It can be a real slap in the face, and it happens over and over and over. You're going free of that. Ultimately, then, you're going free of those things that are preventing you from accessing your true potential that is latent in your biospirit as a member of Western kind. We don't have greats because it comes from somewhere outside of us. The race horse does not win the race because he has imbibed something from the ether. No, it is coming down to him generation after generation through the biospirit of that animal, and then finally manifested in the world around it. Same thing for us. And you need look to no further esoteric or mysterious place than the effects of stress on your body. And you can find it everywhere in the health literature that stress can cause disease, and stress manifests disease that's already latent, and stress exacerbates disease. Stress on your thinking, mental blocks that are caused by years and years of indoctrination, where you're told that you're an evil people, that you come from an evil people, that you need to overcome this evil, that you need to put non-white people ahead of us, that you need to wage war on our people, that when you see a white male excelling, how many white males out there right now in the live chat or watching in replay right now have experienced, as I have a great many times, the hatred, the absolute envy and hatred of others around you, white males included, all infected with mean pathogens, white females and anti-white non-whites as well, when they see you excelling as white males are capable of excelling. We're not saying that non-white people are not capable of excelling, but we are saying that white males, we build Western civilization. That's what we do. And when we have excelled in our workplace, in our sports environments, in our classrooms, how many of you white males out there have felt the intense radiation of that hatred on you for being a champion? That is a manifestation of what we call a white noir in these people. It's a sickness, and you have to go free of that sickness as well so that you can begin tapping into all of that potential. Last thing I'll say to you, Rory, is this. If we were to frame, and somebody can clip this out, I hope you do, especially for all those folks who complain about the length of my orations and the shows and everything. And thank you so much to those who do the minutes, and Pants Monster and Sloths and Kathy, everybody. God bless you, heroes. I'll say this. If we were to think about a fantasy, a thought experiment in a laboratory, what would happen if we were to take non-white children of any group and tell them, and you can just imagine in this thought experiment asking an anti-white person this, and tell these youngsters from when they are in diapers that they are from an evil people, a product of an evil strain and not special. And they do this, of course, in so many ways over the course of our lives, telling us in our presence that the non-white people are special, and therefore we conclude, well, if they're special, then somebody's not, and then we're the group not being mentioned. And then showing that here are the evil people, here are the slavers, and they show the white people. If we were to do this to non-white children, which we never would, if we were to do that to non-white children in this thought experiment, not us as in white people, but humanity in general, to do that to some particular non-white group of children, do you think that they would be able to reach their potential when they became teens, when they became adults? Of course not. Every anti-white out there would agree, of course they wouldn't be able to achieve their potential. In fact, in all of the education across the West, the anti-whites tell us we need to spend more and more time on telling them how special they are, how unique they are. And that's an incorrect use of that word, by the way. But how magnificent they are, how inimitable they are as a race of people, just better than all others, so that they can achieve their potential. So indeed, the same holds true for white babies. And God bless, you better get out there with that knowledge. and let our brothers and sisters know what we just shared here if you haven't already. And if you have already, keep at it, and I salute you for it, because this is a sickness. It is a plague on our land, and we are going to, not a plague as in a disease that you know people here is a disease. This child abuse is a disease that we are going to put an end to. We are going to arrest. Thank you very much for that question, so that